The Sayan Mountains are a mountain range in southern Siberia, Russia and northern Mongolia. In the past, it used to serve as the border between Mongolia and Russia. The Eastern Sayan extends 1,000 kilometers from the Yenisei River at 92 degrees east to the southwest end of Lake Baikal at 106 degrees east. The Western Sayan forms the eastern continuation of the Altay Mountains, stretching for 500 kilometers from 89 degrees east to the middle of the Eastern Sayan at 96 degrees east. The Sayan Mountains' towering peaks and cool lakes southwest of Tuva give rise to the tributaries that merge to become one of Siberia's major rivers. The Yenisei River, which flows north over 2,000 miles to the Arctic Ocean. This is a protected and isolated area, having been kept closed by the Soviet Union since 1944. Geography. While the general elevation is 2,000 to 2,700 meters, granites and metamorphic slates reach altitudes of over 3,000 meters, with the highest being Mongolia at 3,492 meters. The principal mountain passes lie 1,800 to 2,300 meters above the sea, for example Mottl Pass at 2,280 meters, Mongol Pass at 1,980 meters, Tengiz Pass at 2,280 meters and Obosarim Pass at 1,860 meters. At 92 degrees east the system is pierced by the Ulugh upper Yenisei River, and at 106 degrees at its eastern extremity, it terminates above the depression of the Selenga or Corn Valley. For the Mongolian plateau the ascent is on the whole gentle, but from the plains of Siberia it is much steeper, despite the fact that the range is masked by a broad belt of subsidiary ranges of an alpine character, e.g., the Uzinsk, Oya, Tunga and Kitwa ranges. Between the breach of the Yenisei and Lake Kovsgol at 100 degrees 30 E, the system bears also the name of Yegig Taiga. The flora is on the whole poor, although the higher regions carry good forests of larch, pine, juniper, birch, and alder, with rhododendrons and species of berberis and rebes. Lichens and mosses clothe many of the boulders that are scattered over the upper slopes. The Ice Age in the Eastern Sayan Mountains and the southern Trans-Baikal Mountains in southern Siberia. In this area that currently shows only small cirque glaciers. At glacial times glaciers have flowed down from the 3,492 meters high Munkusar Dike Massif situated west of Lake Baikal and from the 12.10 square kilometers extended, completely glaciated granite gneiss plateau of the East Sayan Mountains, as well as the east-connected 2,600 to 3,110 meters high summits in the Tunkinskaya, Dolina Valley, joining to a 30 kilometers wide parent glacier. Its glacier tongue that flowed down to the east to Lake Baikal came to an end at 500 meters ASL. The Kama-Darban Mountains were covered by a large-scale ice cap filling up the valley relief. From its valley heads, e.g., the upper Slajanka Valley, but also through parallel valleys like the Sneers-Dija Valley, outlet glaciers flowed to the north to Lake Baikal. The Sneers-Dija Valley outlet glacier has carved, among other outlet glaciers, at sea. 400 meters ASL into Lake Baikal. The glacial glacier snowline as altitude limit between glacier feeding area and ablation zone has run in these mountains between 1,450 and 1,250 meters ASL. This corresponds to a snowline depression of 1,500 meters against the current height of the snowline. Under the condition of a comparable precipitation ratio that might result from this, a glacial depression of the average annual temperature of 7.5 to 9 degrees Celsius for the last ice age against today. Origins of reindeer husbandry. According to Sayan Sayan, reindeer herding is the oldest form of reindeer herding, and is associated with the earliest domestication of the reindeer by the Samoyedic tiger population of the Sayan Mountains at the turn of the first millennium A.D. The Sayan region was apparently the origin of the economic and cultural complex of reindeer hunters-herdsmen that we now see among the various Evenki groups and the peoples of the Sayan area. The Sayan ethnic groups still live almost exclusively in the area of the Eastern Sayan Mountains.